Hello YouTube, this is DVD Review Studios here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the limited edition Blu-ray box set of Westworld Season 1, The Maze. This is a very nicely put together box set. It features the standard Blu-ray, which includes some random extras such as a paper booklet about the show, etc. But this limited edition version actually comes with a replica of The Maze, as featured throughout the show, which I will show very shortly. So here's the front cover, Westworld Season 1, The Maze. There's the iconic logo, which I absolutely love. And this includes 3 Blu-ray discs and a digital download code. There's the side, Westworld Season 1. On the back we have some various images of the show and some random character images too. There's a brief synopsis of this first season, and for special features we have Realizing the Dream, first week on the set of Westworld, which is pretty self-explanatory. Imagining the main title, The Key to the Chords. The main title sequence for Westworld is one of the few opening titles I never actually skip. It's just so beautifully crafted, fantastic visuals, and that's certainly something I can say about the entirety of the show. Gag reel, Welcome to Westworld, crafting the narrative and invitation to the set. About the series, Reality of AI, Westworld, and The Big Moment featurettes. And overall, I certainly found those special features to be quite good. A lot of them are pretty basic, to be honest, but they certainly do have some informative moments to them. It's rated 18 here in the UK for strong sex, nudity and violence, and the total running time of the 10 episodes on here is 618 minutes. So let's open this box set up and take a look at what we have inside. And here's the contents of the bigger box. So of course we have the standard Blu-ray on the left and the little maze inclusion on the right. So I'll quickly show this before we go onto the actual Blu-ray and talk about the show, etc. So the maze is supplied in this little box, and here it is. It's a nice little inclusion, to say the least. It actually seems quite delicate, to be honest. But it's neatly made overall. It's got some nice wood imprints on the back. I'm actually not 100% sure if this is actually wood or just like plastic replicating wood, to be honest, but it's got a good pattern design to it overall. It's just the inside that seems kind of delicate, the way it's actually put together. I don't know if this is actually sort of glued or just, but as you can see, some of it is a little bit flexible, so I don't think all of it is completely glued down. So perhaps messing with this isn't a good idea. Obviously I do not want to break it, but for a piece of memorabilia from the show, it's overall quite a nice little thing to have. And it's certainly well made at that, and I actually really do quite like this. If you've seen the show, you will understand the relevance of this. So that is the little maze. Let's move on to the Blu-ray. Before I show the Blu-ray properly, I will quickly remove this god-awful J-card. There we go. It just features the same guff as pictured on the much larger box set with the special features list, etc. And here is the actual box set in itself, a beautifully made piece. As you can see, the front cover is slightly glossy with the front cover image embossed. There's the spine, Westworld Season 1, and an embossed image of the mazes pictured on the back. And inside we have 2 booklets. This one is a corporate guidebook for a Delos employee, the company behind the Westworld park in the show. So there's some cool images in here, welcome. And we have some really cool information, and overall some very interesting pieces of visual as well, focusing on the interior and the main focus of the park, etc., being the artificial intelligent beings and creatures. So I'll go through that properly in just a moment. And then we have the episode guide, Season 1, The Maze, of course, a list of cast members and the characters that they portray. So Disc 1 features episodes 1, 2, and 3. Disc 2 features episodes 4, 5, 6, and 7. And Disc 3 features episodes 8, 9, and 10. So I'll talk about that properly in just a moment as well. And here's the inside box set. We have some cool artwork inside, image of Dr. Robert Ford and Bernard, the man in black with the quotes, which I believe is quoting Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, and that is, these violent delights have violent ends. And like I said before, it's a 3-disc set. There's disc 1, which is actually rated a 15, disc 2 is an 18, and disc 3 is also a 15. So I'll quickly remove all of these. And behind each disc we have a character image. So behind disc 1 we have the alluring Maeve. Disc 2 we have Dolores and her father Peter, I believe. Evan Rachel Wood, who portrays Dolores, absolutely steals the show in this season, and I cannot wait to see what happens to her character in season 2. And behind disc 3 we have Teddy. So for those who are unfamiliar with the show, it's a combination of both the Western genre and sci-fi, of course, and it focuses on the fictional company Delos, who have created this Westworld theme park, which is full of artificial intelligence, and you yourself can actually go ahead and live out your days in the Old West. Only things go horribly wrong as the AI starts to rebel, which is what this first season sets up, and overall the storyline is very compelling, and certainly is interesting at that, with many twists and turns, and one twist in particular focusing on the character of the Man in Black I honestly did not get, and that's certainly something that this show provides, and that's rewatchability, where you really do have to watch things a couple of times, or at least do some outside research on the show, to fully appreciate and understand what is going on. And just to give some brief thoughts and overall opinions on the episodes themselves, my favourite episode is actually episode 6, mainly for the conversations between both Robert Ford and Bernard, where it's revealed that Ford is actually hiding hosts, as they are called, the AI robot characters. He's actually hiding hosts of his younger self and his family from when he was younger in the park, which is an incredibly bizarre reveal, especially when the young Ford opens up his face, which I actually bought one of the Funko Pop figures of, just because it's so incredibly bizarre, and I love the intricacy of the CGI in that scene in the episode. Just absolutely stunning stuff. And overall, I think episode 1 was certainly a great pilot episode, and was certainly a fantastic introduction to the Westworld in itself. And Bernard as a character really did catch my eye. There was definitely something about him, and the reveal of him later on in this season is certainly something that did take me by surprise. I love Ed Harris as the Man in Black. He is certainly one of the best actors in this season of the show, and of course, who could forget Anthony Hopkins' amazing performance as Dr. Robert Ford, who does also steal the show, as well as Evan Rachel Wood, who also steals the show in my personal opinion. So overall, season 1, I definitely recommend checking the show out. Fantastic visuals. Overall, one of the best music scores from any television show I have heard in a very long time. And overall, this season was certainly something well worth watching. And to round off this video, I will quickly flick through the corporate guidebook for Delos employees. So we have a cool welcome page, and then we have the table of contents, which lists the chapters/pages. And just overall, it's a gimmicky little thing to suggest what you would be if you were actually to work for Delos as a company. So it says, "You are here." And it just focuses on random chapters and intricacies to do with the actual show in itself, such as narratives of the host robots, the behavior of the host, some more cool pieces of visual and insightful information. There is the control room of the Westworld theme park, which is very interesting. Some more interesting visuals, etc. So certainly worth flicking through if you pick up the Blu-ray. Of course, this will mean a lot more to you if you have actually checked out the show in itself. Like I said anyway, it's definitely worth a watch, and overall is a phenomenal series. So thanks for watching my review on the limited edition Westworld Season 1 Blu-ray box set. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like down below, let me know in the comments if you have checked out the show Westworld, what do you think of it, and please subscribe down below for more.